Something a little different. Rather than talking about Facebook, I'm actually teasing you. Do you know that these are 2 carats in either ear, 4 carats total weight, approximately $2,500, lab-grown certified diamonds. And if you stick with me till the end of the show, I'm going to tell you how you can do something good for charity and perhaps have a chance at taking these beautiful earrings home, all for $25. So stay with me, and we are going to get into that in a second. I will just now talk a little bit about Facebook and see if it's kicked in, which it has. But one little look at this before I put them away. And remember, stay with me to the end of the show, because for a $25 donation, these could be going home with you. Anyway, welcome into Michael O'Connor for Carroll's Jewelers. A couple of things that I have to take care of right away. First of all, if you're not familiar with Carroll's Jewelers is almost 1 century old. It is a business that is reputable. It is a trusted business that has been in its same location right here in Fort Lauderdale for over 60 years. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. And actually, I believe, yes. So Luke just put into the chat. So if you're joining us, Luke just put into the chat the link for those diamond earrings. So you can look right in, you can check in on that and actually put your $25 donation in and perhaps have a chance to win. Anyway, again, I am Michael O'Connor. I'm doing this for Carroll's Jewelers. I have to tell you every week that I am being compensated. And we have a phenomenal show for you. We have got things all the way from just under $200 all the way up to a few $1,000s. And I should tell you a little bit about the platform. If you're watching me from Instagram, what you will see is a code above my head. Put that code into the chat box and Instagram will DM you or direct message you a link, and you'll be able to find out everything in the show. If you're watching me on this platform, down the side, you will see that there are a number of icons. The top icon is a little heart. Hit the heart button. I'll know that you like what I'm talking about, or I'll know that you like one of the pieces. The next one down is shop. Shop is your true friend, because your shopping button will allow you to look at everything in the show. So if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, if I've passed something and you say, you know what, I'd like to see that again, I'm not really quite sure, then hit the shop button and you'll see everything in the show. And then below that, there is a share button. That share button will allow you to share this with your friends. And how better of a friend could you be than to share a phenomenal shopping experience with your friends on your social media? So hit those 3 buttons and you'll be able to share this. Of course, Luke has already taken advantage of this, because if you look on the bottom, he's already greeted everybody saying hello, and he's also put the link in. If you want to chat, all you need to do is go to the little lozenge-shaped thing on the bottom, click on that, put your name in, and you'll be able to chat. You'll be able to tell me where you're chatting from, where you're watching from, if you like anything, if you've got questions. So anyway, with all of that done, let's go get on with the show. And I am going to put the first piece up, and that is a beautiful, beautiful ring. Now, we all know that throughout the country, it has been extremely cold. It has been, even in Florida, and I'm in Florida, and I will tell you that the other day it was 45 degrees. Now, I know that some of you are sitting in below 0 temperatures and you're going, oh, too bad, Michael. Well, I will tell you, Julia says, hello, happy Thursday. Thank you for joining us, Julia. Thank you for joining us, Leslie. I appreciate that. So you're probably laughing when I say it's 45 degrees, but one of the things that we all know, and thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts, one of the things that we all know is that spring is coming. And so this beautiful butterfly ring is a wonderful way to remember that change is in the air, that better things are coming along. So this piece here is item number 6302760. It retails in the store for $180. It is such a delicate ring. I'm going to put it on my finger so that you can see. It is diamonds. These are lab-grown diamonds, and they are set into sterling silver. Jessica says, how sweet. Jessica, you are absolutely right. And how better to remember that things are changing, things are coming along, things are going to be better in the future than the sign of a butterfly. You know, people say that butterflies are the symbol of metamorphosis. So it's a wonderful gift idea if you know somebody who is perhaps in those years that are a little bit more awkward. And you know what? Hey, you know what? You might be a caterpillar today, but tomorrow you will be a butterfly. It is a beautiful symbol, and this is done in gorgeous sterling silver. These are lab-grown diamonds. This is done in a pave, and I hope that you can see that as I move it like this. The pave actually comes from the French word meaning paved. And what that means is that you get all of this sparkle, all of this light emanating from this gorgeous butterfly. You've got approximately 15 points total weight. I'm going to see if I can't get you a really, really good close-up of this. I think that might be really good. There you see the gorgeous sparkle. It is a ring that does not sit up too high, so it has a beautiful profile. If you are going to give this to somebody as a gift, somebody perhaps a little bit younger, or somebody who is working with their hands, this is going to really be a beautiful piece because it doesn't sit up too high. It's not going to get in the way. The other thing is, it is a size 7. Because it is sterling silver, and I'm going to tell you that the price of metals these days have gone crazy. The price of silver is going crazy. The price of gold is going crazy. So a lot of the things that I am presenting to you now have been purchased at old gold prices, and what that means is that if they were to be ordered today, they may or may not be at the same price that I'm showing you this evening. I'm going to again give you a little bit of a close-up here. A gorgeous butterfly, all done in pave. As I said, that is the French word meaning paved. And the nice thing is that you can see this is a gorgeous pave. How you can tell a really good pave is that you see no metal coming up between the stones. So again, I'm going to try to give you as close up a shot as possible so that you can see it is a beautiful pave, very nicely done. There are no prongs. If you put your finger over the top, it is totally smooth. This would also not only make a perfect ring for somebody who is a little bit younger or somebody who is working with their hands, but this might be your constant reminder that better things are coming for you. And I just really love the symbol of a butterfly. I know a lot of people out there do. And how wonderful to have a butterfly or to wear a butterfly throughout these months when we're really, when most of us are waiting for warmer weather to appear. It is a gorgeous piece. Again, the item number here is 6302760, and it is less than $200, $180. Lab-grown diamonds, 15 points, done in sterling silver in this gorgeous ring that I think is beautiful. It could also be a ring that is stacked if you wanted to stack this with other rings, but I also think that it is such a beautiful piece on its own, a beautiful and meaningful piece, that if you were to give somebody this gift to remind them that spring is coming or that better times are coming up, this would be a beautiful way to kind of welcome in the spring, welcome in a new chapter in somebody's life, welcome in a new baby, welcome in a new puppy, welcome in a new home, whatever. All of these great metamorphoses, all of these great changes that will go so far. Again, last time on this, $180 sterling silver. You've got approximately 15 points of lab-grown diamonds here in this gorgeous symbol of growth, symbol of change. And I know that Jessica says that she loves it. I love it. I think that it is a really beautiful piece. I'm going to put this down and we're going to move on to the next one. And that next piece is a great pair of earrings. If you've been watching the award shows, thank you for whoever is sending those hearts. Maybe you've seen this piece already. If you are somebody who watches the award shows, what you are seeing are big statement earrings. This is a great statement earring. These are beautifully done. They are slightly geometric with all of these gorgeous discs. The discs are done in sterling silver. Let me just move this along. The discs are done in sterling silver. What you're seeing here, these stones here are cubic zirconia. So you're getting a little bit of sparkle, you're getting a little bit of pop, a little bit of pizzazz. And I love the way these really kind of have this haphazard disc pattern here where it's larger, smaller, but yet you have this continuous line of sparkling CZ or cubic zirconia along them both. These have a drop of 1 3/4 inches. So I'm going to tell you this is a significant drop. If you do love that dramatic kind of feel that you're seeing a lot of the celebrities wear, then this would definitely be the earring for you. It is 1/2 inch wide. Again, 1 3/4 inches in a drop. And the back is done with a post and butterfly back. I do want to turn these right to the back so that you can see that these are not diminutive butterflies. If you are somebody who has a little trouble getting your earrings on and you need that little bit of extra support, this will absolutely do that. And Jessica wants to know that, is that hammered look something I'm seeing? Yes, these have that beautiful hammered look. If you look at a lot of the high-end designers, especially a lot of the designers from Turkey, from Bali, all the way around the world, you are seeing a lot of this beautiful look. So I love that hammered look. I think it gives it a distinct detail, a really beautiful feel. Also, when you have sterling silver with that hammered look, they almost reflect the light as little, I don't want to say diamond-like, but the fact is you do get that little bit of extra sparkle. You do get sparkle from the cubic zirconia that are going down, but you also have that little bit of extra sparkle just simply from that hammering. And this is all beautifully done. I'm going to turn this to the back again so that you can see how these are intersected. These are all separate. So this is something that's going to give you a lot of movement, a lot of play. I think you can see that as I'm moving this along. And this is a truly beautiful earring if you love that idea of more dramatic dressing, or if you have longer hair, darker hair. I'm going to tell you that these will look absolutely phenomenal. They do have a generous drop, as I mentioned earlier. They are 1 inch and 1 3/4 inches. What that means to you is that if you decide you love these earrings, by the way, if you still are thinking about that butterfly ring, hit that shop button, you can go back to it. But you can also, if you click this icon here that you see above my head, you can also find out more about these earrings. 1 3/4 inch drop. What that does to you, and I used to style a lot of celebrities in Hollywood, and this is a little trick that I always used to tell them, is that if you do love that look of a longer, leaner neck, what you can do is wear an earring like this, because the illusion of length, specifically in a neck, is given from the bottom of your earring to your shoulder. So these aren't too long. They aren't that shoulder dragger type. They are that perfect length that is going to give you a longer, leaner look. And another little style tip, if you want, is if you partner this with a V-shaped neckline, that V-shaped neckline combined with this is going to give you that very, very elegant, very red carpet kind of feel. I do love the fact that these are done in that beautiful hammered sterling silver, and they are intersected with the cubic zirconia. That means you're getting that little bit of extra sparkle. And this is so high-end, so designer in feel. I think that this is a beautiful pair of earrings if you are giving yourself a gift, if you've got a little bit of that holiday money left over and you say, you know, I haven't quite decided what I want to get for myself. These would be the perfect gift. These are $240, sterling silver. Jessica says, are they heavy? Jessica, they're not heavy at all. They have a luxurious weight to them. I don't want you to think that they're flyaway style. These have a luxurious weight, but they are not going to drag your ear down. Jane said that she loves my tips, which is great. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate that. That's not exactly how I read that initially. I thought you said something else, but anyway, these are a beautiful pair of earrings. I do really think that this is a great piece. If you, for $240, less than $250, you can take these and get these home and have a great pair of earrings. By the way, If you do purchase something, I believe, and you can click on this if you want, and it will take you to the website or go to the shop button. But I believe what you can do is there is an opportunity to, through, I think it's called a firm, that if you wanted to spread the payments out over a couple of months, you could absolutely do that. Don't quote me on that. Luke, if you're listening, Luke is not only the proprietor of Carroll's Jewelers, but he is also my producer. So if Luke is listening, he can just verify that you do have the ability to pay this out over time and get these earrings home and wear them beautifully. Very gorgeous, beautiful. The sterling silver is a naturally icy white metal. It's actually one of the whitest metals. So it is going to be a great pair of earrings, specifically against darker hair, or in the summer with a tan, or in the summer just in the sunlight. It's just going to be really beautiful. One last time on these, 645-1364, and they are $240, so less than $250, and you can get a phenomenal pair of earrings home. I'm going to put these down and we're going to move on. And we are going to move on to the more, the gold category, if you will. Although it's not gold. It is gold, but it's not gold. It is sterling silver. So this is a beautiful bangle bracelet. And again, remember, if you're still thinking about those earrings and you want to know, hit the shop button. It'll take you to that page and you'll be able to find out more information about this. This is a sterling silver bangle that is plated over the top with 14 karat yellow gold. The 14 karat yellow gold is actually one of the better golds to use when you're plating something like this. And the reason for that is that the alloys that are mixed with 14 karat give it that little bit of extra durability, that little bit of extra strength. So it's going to be something that will last. What you're seeing here are also beautiful cubic zirconia. The item number here is 6101107, and it has a retail price of $290, so under $300. And look at this gorgeous high-end designer look. You know, back when I started in the jewelry industry, when they just discovered gold. No, I'm just kidding. But back when I started in the jewelry industry in the 70s and 80s, this style became popular by a very, very high-end design house. And a lot of people wanted to wear this style because it does have that beautiful look. Look at that sparkle that you're getting, the brilliance. You are getting that gorgeous gold here that is plated over the top of sterling silver. And one of the greatest things about this bracelet is that it has no clasp. This is all done on a spring mechanism. So when you put this on, it's going to be easy for you to put on. This is an average size. It will fit an average sized wrist. But even if I were to put it onto my wrist, which is a little larger, let me just hide my bracelet here so that you can focus on this. It does fit. You can see how easily I put that on. So if you are somebody who has a little trouble, Jessica says, ooh. So if you are somebody who has a little trouble getting bracelets on your wrist, this is going to be perfect to do that. It does have flexibility. It does have bend. It does have give. So as I said, it is something that's very simple to do. You just simply hook it over your wrist and pull it down, and there you go. You're good to go. I don't think you need to worry about losing this, even though this does have this opening on the bottom, because this is, and I'm kind of trying to show you that it is a certain amount of, I don't want to say rigidity, but there is a tightness to this. So what that means is that it's not going to bend out of shape easily. It's not going to be something that's going to be easily falling off of your wrist. $290 for this. It is a timeless, beautiful yellow gold bangle, 14 karat yellow gold over top of sterling silver. Again, this high-end designer look with this kind of like of a cable, and then beautiful cubic zirconia, which is going to give you the icy white appearance of diamonds, simulated diamonds across the top. No one will ever know that this is not diamonds and gold because of the way it is put together. 14 karat gold over top of sterling silver, so you are buying precious metal. And again, the price of precious metals these days are going crazy. So, you know, this is really, I think, the optimal time to buy, especially if you're buying the pieces that have been in stock for a little bit of extra time. So this is, one last time, 610-1107, $290. So less than $300 gets this home. And I think that Luke probably stepped away, so he may not have heard that I wanted to just verify that if you click on this, you can actually purchase it and you can pay for it over time with this Affirm, I think. But anyway, you can actually find this out yourself. Simply click on it. It doesn't mean you have to buy it. You can just find out more about the purchasing of it. Gorgeous sterling silver, 14 karat gold. Fits an average size wrist, or even better, to be honest with you. But it depending upon how you like it to fit, if you don't mind it fitting a little bit tighter like this up against your wrist, then it will fit a larger wrist. If you are somebody who really loves the idea of it being more like a bangle style, then it will fit an average sized wrist that way. I'm going to put this down and we're going to move on to the next piece. And that is an amazing, I can't say that word enough, amazing bracelet. This is an aquamarine bracelet. Now, this is one of those pieces in the show. I know it's a considered purchase. Actually, let me show it to you on this first. The item number here is 260-47, and this retails for $5,975. I know that that's a considered purchase, but let me show you what you're getting for that. This is one of those pieces that if you love to invest in jewelry because of its durability, because of its wearability, because it is going to stand the test of time, the legacy quality of it. Jessica says that this is gorgeous. You better believe it, Jessica. This is really one of the things that is the pièce de résistance of the show. I hope you're seeing the sparkle here. What you're looking at are 20 oval aquamarines. You are looking at diamonds. It is done in 14 karat white gold. These are all individual settings. So this is going to be extremely comfortable. When you wear this, it's going to slide around your wrist beautifully. This is an average wrist again. This is 7 inches. It measures 5 millimeters from side to side, and what that equates to is just about 4/16 across. What I do love about this is that so many people these days have a tennis bracelet. Not everybody has a tennis bracelet with color. However, look at the gorgeous classic color here from the aquamarine. This color is so soft, so subtle. Leslie said these emojis with hearts in their eyes, which really I'm assuming means that Leslie loves this piece as much as I do. It is again $5,975. Remember, you're getting 20 of these beautiful aquamarines. They are intersected with diamonds. This is 50 points of diamonds. These are all natural diamonds. I'm going to show you how this closes because the closure here is truly the closure that is done on the highest end bracelets. This is a little bit of safety. It clicks down on in the bottom. You put this into just underneath of the aquamarine. It will click into the place, and now this little safety piece actually comes up and it safeguards it. No chain, nothing that you have to worry about catching. It is truly elegant, so you see only aquamarine and diamonds all the way around. And again, I realize that this is a considered purchase, but if you invest in something like this, and as I say, I hate to use the word invest when I'm talking about jewelry. I'm not talking about like, hey, buy this today and in next year you're going to be able to sell it. What I'm telling you is that the investment in jewelry is in its beauty, in its durability, and its legacy quality. So what that means to you is that if you get this home and you love it, this could really be your signature piece. This could be the piece that you wear all the time. This could be the piece that if you already have a beautiful tennis bracelet and you want to add to that tennis bracelet, if you want to create a beautiful look, can you put it up against something dark? That's a very good thing. So Jane asked if I could put it up against something dark. Do I have anything dark here that I can put it up against? Well, you know, here, let me try this. This might work. So this, I'm putting it up against a neck form, but I just wanted you to see. Actually, that might help. Here you go. I hope that helps, Jane. So there you can see the beautiful color. Actually, you can see the really beautiful, look at the sparkle that you're getting out of this piece. I think that this is truly elegant. So again, if you are somebody who already has a tennis bracelet, if you're somebody who likes to stack their tennis bracelets, and a lot of celebrities are stacking their bracelets these days, because what that means to you is that you get one piece like this. You can wear it by itself. Jessica says even more beautiful. It really is. It is a beautiful piece. I wish I actually had a darker bracelet thing to put it on. So again, look at that. Look at the sparkle. Look at the brilliance. These are aquamarine. Don't forget, aquamarine is not only the birthstone for March, it is also a member of the beryl family, which is the same gemstone mineral that emerald is a part of. And it is a durable material because on the Mohs hardness scale, which is how they measure gemstones, a beryl, which again is the same gemstone as aquamarine, the hardness of a beryl is 7.5 to 8. What that means to you is that you will be able to wear this. It's not going to chip easily. It's not going to scratch easily. It's going to really stand the test of time. You should also know that aquamarine, you saw the sparkle when I was doing this, but aquamarine has a very high refractive index. The refractive index for aquamarine is 1.6 approximately, 1.5 to 1.57, 1.58, I believe, is the refractive index. What that means to you is that is a very high refractive index. So when you're wearing this, it really will allow the aquamarines to play with the light. And in some cases, and as a matter of fact, I noticed this when it was on the lighter, prop here, is that these almost look like they could be very large diamonds. And because of that refractive index, I do think that you will get that look. And as Jane said, when it is on the darker, it probably does have a little bit more color. So you can really see that gorgeous blue color. $5,975, a true, I think, value when it comes to the investment in fine quality jewelry that is going to be with you and stand the test of time. And it really is a beautiful piece. This is also one of those pieces that, as I said, if you wanted to stack your bracelets up, so you had a line bracelet or you have two line bracelets and you put this in, adds a little bit of color, adds a little bit of pop. It gives you an even more important look and gives you a really more important look with a gemstone that is truly one of the prized, I think, most prized gemstones. As a matter of fact, my grandmother, I love aquamarine personally. My grandmother had a beautiful, very, very large aquamarine ring that she used to wear on her pinky because she really liked a very, very large ring. But the thing is that aquamarine always reminds me of her. It's a gemstone that has a lot of life. It has a lot of, comfort to me. And it has a tremendous amount of sparkle. And I think it truly is gorgeous. As a matter of fact, don't quote me on this, but I also believe that Lucille Ball was engaged with an aquamarine. She had a very large aquamarine that she wore because it matched her eyes. So if you have blue eyes, this is truly going to be a beautiful piece. I'm putting this down and we can move on to the next one. Don't forget about this. Remember, if I've gone over anything and you want to go back to it, simply hit that shop button. That shop button will allow you to do that. Here is another beautiful aquamarine piece. This is a beautiful ring. It is also done with diamonds. Let me see, you know what? Jane, you gave me a good idea. I'm going to put this on the darker prop to see. Look at that. Jane, you've helped me out this evening a tremendous amount. So this is truly a beautiful piece. It is item number 200321. The retail price here is $2,180. Again, you have a natural diamonds surrounding a beautiful aquamarine. I'm going to show you the profile here so that you can see it sits up beautifully. Remember what I said, that Lucille Ball was engaged with an aquamarine? This would make a beautiful, beautiful engagement ring. If you're somebody who wants to commemorate something in March. So for example, a lot of celebrities these days are getting engaged with gemstones that are not necessarily diamonds, but that are more symbolic, things that maybe the month of their engagement or the birth month of one of the two people. So this would be a beautiful engagement ring. It would also be a great right-hand ring. It is a retail price of $2,180. Remember, this is something that you can wear all the time. On a Mohs hardness scale, this is 7.5 to 8, so it is a very durable stone, very high refractive index, so you are getting something that is beautiful. You are getting a cushion cut, which is 7.8 millimeters. Let me see if I can show you this on this millimeter gauge. 7.8 millimeters. I hope you're going to be able to see this. 7.8 millimeters, so it's just under 10. I'm going to slide this out so you can see, by 7.8 millimeters. What that equates to is approximately just over 1/4 of an inch up and down and side to side. And this beautiful aquamarine is surrounded by diamonds. You have 36 round, brilliant cut diamonds, and that is a total weight of 60 points. A beautiful, gorgeous, commemorative ring. Whether you're wearing this as a right-hand ring, whether you're using this as an engagement ring, it would be truly a beautiful piece. I do love the fact that it sits up, and these diamonds cascade all the way down to well past where the finger is. And it does have the diamond halo. This halo actually is something that people are really, really loving these days. It's a very, very on-trend kind of idea, because what the halo means is that you are being surrounded. You are the center of my heart. That is the meaning behind a halo. So you have a beautiful natural diamond halo, 60 points total weight, going down the shank, the shoulders of the ring, and they go down, you can see this here, they go down to just past the finger, so you can see that there are diamonds all the way down. So all you're seeing is that gorgeous brilliance, that gorgeous sparkle. The aquamarine is just shy of 2 carats. It is 1 carat 90 points, so it is a significant size. You saw the measurements, 7.8 millimeters. It truly is. I wonder if I could get this on. I better not try that. So I really wanted to show it to you on a hand so that you could see, but you'll have to unfortunately no, I'm not going to push this on. You're going to have to suffice it with looking at it like this. Almost 2 carat aquamarine, 1 carat 90 points, a beautiful, gorgeous aquamarine color, the color of the water in the Caribbean, or color of the water in the Mediterranean. It is 7.8 millimeters side to side, 7.8 millimeters up and down. It's a cushion cut, surrounded by 36 round, brilliant cut natural diamonds of 60 points. This is set into 14 karat white gold. It is currently a size 7. However, if you wanted it sized, it would be no problem for Carroll's Jewelers to size it for you. It can go up or down, and so all you need to do is contact them at Carroll's Jewelers, and I think that you'll be able to get this home and get it in the finger size that is right for you. I'm going to put this down and move on to the next piece. and that is Larimar. Now, if you are somebody who really loves beautiful Caribbean vacations, if you are somebody who really loves the idea of having a gemstone that is found truly in one place on Earth, something that is a little bit more rare, something that is unusual, Larimar is definitely the gemstone for you. It is only found in the Dominican Republic, and here you have a beautiful heart with a Larimar. Look at the color here. And it even has white striations through the Larimar. And people say that it truly is that gorgeous color of the Caribbean on a spring day, on a beautiful sunny day. You are looking at a heart-shaped Larimar. It is surrounded by cubic zirconia, and it is set into sterling silver. Remember what I was telling you earlier, the price of sterling silver is really, truly going up, up, up. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is, let me just see, I want to show you, give you a little bit of a tour. It has a little bit of a gallery here. Stop that from shaking. And a little space on the back. What that means is pretty highly polished. So what that means is that if you wanted to give this gift for Valentine's Day, we've only got a couple of days for Valentine's Day, the shopping, but if you wanted to give this gift for Valentine's Day, you could have it engraved with somebody's name. You could have it engraved with somebody's initials to truly bring that meaning of I love you home, or even a beautiful love message. And you are giving somebody the gift of an unusual stone found only in one place on Earth. The price here is $198, so under $200 gets this home. The item number here is 6001944. The chain is an 18-inch chain, and I want to show you the clasp. A generous lobster claw clasp if you're somebody who has a little problems getting things on and off. It is a larger lobster claw clasp. I love the chain. It is that classic polished type of link that gives you a little bit of extra sparkle, and you are truly getting, I think, something that is gorgeous, meaningful for under $200. Now, you should know that for Valentine's Day, jewelry is the #1 desired gift. Unfortunately, not everybody gets it. A lot of people get chocolates. Well, what does that do for a waistline? A lot of people get flowers. Well, they're lovely, but after a week, they're gone. When you give somebody the gift of fine quality jewelry like this, what you're giving them is something that is going to last forever. And I will tell you, if you are giving somebody the gift of jewelry to say, I love you, how better to do that than to give them a heart? Because what that means is not only I love you, but it means that every time somebody wears it, every time somebody sees it, every time somebody asks about it, that story will come out. It was given to me on Valentine's Day by so-and-so. So it is a beautiful reminder of Valentine's Day, and a wonderful, I think, a better spend of money than on chocolates or on flowers. When you can get something like this, you can wear absolutely home. Wolfgang Mike Mozart says, interesting. Well, no, Wolf Mike Mozart. Well, welcome in. Wolf Mike Mozart, it's good to have you here. Appreciate it. It is truly a beautiful and a very interesting stone because it is only found in one place on Earth. It is done in sterling silver, as I said. It is a wonderful spend, a wonderful memento of giving somebody the gift of love, giving somebody the beautiful gift for Valentine's Day that is going to last them forever. And it really is truly, I think, a great piece at under $200. $198 gets this home. Again, click that shop button. Bonjour, vous parlez en français? Mais oui. Anyway, it is beautiful. Let me put this down, and we are going to move on to the next piece. That next piece is a gorgeous sterling silver and diamond pendant. Let me see, do I have the right one? Yes, I do. So I'm going to show this to you together because I really love this idea as a stack. And then we're going to talk about the piece that I'm really talking about. So this is how I stacked them together, how I styled them together. I think that is a great look if you're somebody who likes to stack your jewelry. I am talking about this particular piece here, which is a lock pendant. And so I'm going to take this next piece off so we can truly talk about the lock pendant and you can get a true look on this. What you're seeing here is 14 karat yellow gold over top of sterling silver. These are lab grown diamonds, approximately 10 to 15 points of lab grown diamonds here. This is $240 is the retail here. The item number is 6001970. I love the fact that you have the sparkle of these lab grown diamonds here, then that gorgeous rich color of that 14 karat yellow gold over top of the sterling silver. I'm going to also take you on a little bit of tour because I want you to see the back. You know, I always want to show you all of the details. Look at the beautiful work on the back. All of this intricate detail. Now the designer could have just left that alone, but they've put that detailed backing on, so I think it is truly beautiful. What you have here is a 16-inch chain with a 2-inch extender. So this is actually 18 inches when it is on its very end jump ring. The lobster claw clasp lets you easily take this and put this onto many different lengths. So here it is at 16 inches, you have a 17-inch, and you have an 18-inch. What that means to you is that when you are deciding what you're going to wear, how you're going to wear this, if you wanted to stack this up, this gives you the option of making this the innermost piece or the piece that frames it. I had it as the piece that framed the other necklace that I was showing you. Again, lab grown diamonds with sterling silver, 14 karat yellow gold over the top. You've got 10 to 15 points of lab grown diamonds here. And the lock is such a beautiful symbol. If you've traveled through Europe or if you've traveled a lot of different places, you may have seen places where people put locks onto certain fences or onto bridges. And that idea comes from the symbolism of a lock. Because a lock is the symbol of eternal love. It's the symbol of commitment. It is the symbol of significant and special moments that are locked in time. It is a gorgeous memento at $240. So under $250 gets this home. This would also make a great Valentine's Day present. You are giving somebody the gift of precious metal, sterling silver with 14 karat over the top. You are giving the gift of diamonds. You have beautiful lab-grown diamonds here. As I said, 10 to 15 points. The item number here again, for those who want it, is 6001970. And how beautiful to give somebody this meaningful, hearts are beautiful. I don't want you to ever think that I don't love a heart. But some people say, you know what, I'm not a heart person. I am somebody who loves something else. So this says the same thing. It says love, special moments, commitment, and it gives you the ability to say, I love you in a slightly different way. It gives you the ability to say that you are committed to somebody. And this is a beautiful, as I said, lock pendant. Let me show you this again. The back here, the back is beautifully done with that little bit of extra work that has gone into it. It does have a bail. It does come on this chain. Again, the chain is 18 inches in total. However, it does have the ability for you to clasp it at the 16-inch or at the 17-inch or at the 18-inch. Emily says that this is precious. I absolutely believe that to be true. And when you have that ability, also, when you are dressing a shirt or a blouse and you're wearing this as a signature piece and you wanted to wear this with different outfits. So very few blouses, very few shirts actually have buttons and buttonholes in exactly the same spot. So what that means is one day you might put it on and it sits perfectly into the V. Another day, a different blouse, perhaps it's sitting a little bit too deep in the V. This gives you the flexibility and the versatility to really take this and wear it at different lengths. So again, you want to put this with different blouses, not a problem. You can absolutely do that. However, if you wanted to use this as a layering piece, you can simply do this. And I'm going to put it back on the form and show you how I showed it initially. And so I'm moving this from the 16-inch to the 18-inch position. Very simple to do. I am putting it here onto the form, and if I wanted to create that beautiful layered kind of feel, there you go. You simply just put something that fits in the center, or the reverse. If you wanted to put this and make this the smaller piece, the lock the smaller piece, and wear this, wear something else over top of the lock. A gorgeous piece. I think it is a beautiful remembrance. If you said, as I said, if you are looking for something, an alternative for Valentine's Day, thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. I truly appreciate that. $240 gets this home. Remember, if I am going too fast or I'm going too slow, simply click the shop button. You'll be able to see everything. Now I'm going to move to the other piece that I had on this neck form, and that is this. So I'm going to show it to you like this again. If you want to stack this up, not a problem. Emily says that, oh, that is nice. I don't know whether Emily is talking about the new piece or the lock, but I'm going to move on to the new piece, and that is a gorgeous, gorgeous necklace. Now this necklace is truly interesting. Whoops. There you go. That's the beauty of being live. Sometimes things don't go perfectly, things fall, and you just have to deal with it. So what I do love about this piece, this is a 16-inch necklace. It is 14 karat yellow gold over top of sterling silver. So if you are worried about the price of gold, this is something that you can get home, and it truly is something that you aren't going to pay that high gold price for, because it is gold plated over top of sterling silver. The item number here is 6001965, and the retail price here is $480. What you're looking at are gorgeous, beautiful stations. They are all navette shaped. So I'm going to try to give you a very, very close-up look here. Actually, I wonder if you... Oh, so actually this is a really good look. These are all navette-shaped or kind of like marquise-shaped in nature. These are intersected by these beautiful stations that have a diamond in the center. So you're looking at approximately 20 points of diamonds. You are looking at these beautiful elongated kind of marquee shaped. So I love the fact that you have a mix of these two different station shapes. You've got the rounds and you've got the beautiful elliptical kind of marquee shaped. I also love the fact that you've got the bright whiteness of the diamonds. These are lab grown diamonds. And then you have that gorgeous rich 14 karat gold plating over top here. So you have those two beautiful looks. 20 points of lab-grown diamonds. Again, the retail price here is $480. I'm going to show you the back of it so you can truly see all of the work, all of the great workmanship that's on here. The front. And I want to show you the clasp here, because this clasp is done in that same way that very, very high-end clasps are. It is really kind of almost hidden. So you actually have this little safety. You lift up the safety, press down on the button, and it is a hidden tongue clasp. So this goes into that, it clicks into place. You have that little bit of extra safety. It is a beautiful piece. I just think that it gives you that gorgeous little bit of sparkle. It gives you that two-tone look. If you're somebody who really loves the idea of two-tone dressing, or if you're somebody who has, you know, perhaps a lot of white, gold or silver in their wardrobe, and you wanted to mix it to create that two-tone feel, you could absolutely do that. Again, the price here is $480 for you to get this home. Click that shop button. You can actually see, Emily says, love the diamonds, but not too much. It is perfect. It is one of those things that if you wanted to wear this every single day, this could truly be that piece that you always have on your neck. The piece that it goes with everything. That piece that is just beautiful and your signature piece. And it's not too over the top, but yet it does have real diamonds in it. It has that gorgeous sparkle of diamonds. So you'll be able to literally to say to people, yes, these are diamonds. I realize I'm showing you the back here. Hold on, let me just fix this. And so now I'll show you the front, I think. There we go. There, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful combination of yellow and white, of precious metal and diamonds. You're getting that sparkle of the diamonds. I'm hoping that you can see that. $480 gets this home, 20 points of diamonds. It is sterling silver, plated beautifully over the top with 14 karat yellow gold, and you've got approximately 20 points of diamonds. I'm going to move on because I really want to get to how you can get a pair of 4 karat total weight diamond earrings for just taking a chance at $25. Okay, that is the last piece. So before I get there, I have one more piece in the show. I'm going to bring that up, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you can help somebody else and perhaps help yourself to a pair of diamond earrings for $25. So the next piece that I have is a diamond solitaire pendant. Many of you know that this was the signature piece that De Beers put out for years and years and years and years. It was that diamond solitaire pendant. What you are getting here is a beautiful half carat. This is not a half carat total weight. This is 1 stone, half a carat. This is an F color that is colorless. It is VS, which is very, very slightly included. And this does have a cert, or a certification, an IGI certification of this diamond. So you are getting this gorgeous lab-grown diamond. Now, if you're not familiar with lab-grown diamonds and you say you don't really understand what the differences are between lab-grown diamonds and mined diamonds, I will tell you the differences are virtually minuscule, or virtually nothing. The difference is the point of origin. When lab-grown diamonds are made, they are made in a lab, and that's why they are called lab-grown, as opposed to being mined from the earth. They are treated in exactly the same way. So they are cut the same way, they are polished the same way, they are graded the same way as mined diamonds. However, the only point of difference, or the key point of difference, is their point of origin, where a lab-grown diamond was made in a lab and a natural diamond was mined out of the earth. You are looking at half a carat. That's a significant size. Half a carat, single stone, F color, VS quality, done in 14 karat white gold. This is truly a beautiful piece, and this is a very special price. In the store, this retails for $855. Tonight, for the show, if you are going to get this home for Valentine's Day, because this is truly your last opportunity, this is a Valentine's Day special for this show only. If you pick this up this evening, instead of spending $855, it is $500. That is a saving of $355. Saving of $355, $500 gets this home. you are looking at 14 karat white gold, one single solitaire lab-grown diamond, F color, VS quality, done in 14 karat white gold for $500. Again, in the store, this is an $855 item, but tonight it is $500 as a Valentine's Day special. So if you want to give somebody the gift of diamonds, that classic gift that De Beers has been, Lisa and Frida, Lisa and Frida say hello. Well, thank you, Luke, for letting me know. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Frida. Thank you for being with us this evening. I'm assuming that you are on my Facebook. If you are on my Facebook, by the way, I will answer those comments, but I won't be able to do that until after the show. The chain here is a beautiful, beautiful chain. A lot of sparkle. It is an 18-inch chain, and it allows you to shorten it, just like the other pendant that I was showing you, to 17 inches or 16 inches. What that means to you is that if you wanted to put this into the center of a blouse, no matter what blouse you're wearing, no matter where the buttons fall, you are going to be able to adjust this. If you wanted to wear this stacked and layered with other pieces, because you do have that ability to wear it as an 18-inch piece or a 17-inch, or at 16-inch, it will allow you to adjust it. So if you wanted to wear something over the top and frame this piece, you could do that. Or if you wanted to use this as the center and then frame this with something else, like perhaps a rope chain or something else, you could absolutely do that. The item number here is 195372. And again, in the store, this is $855 for Valentine's Day. So do not wait if you want this. You simply must hit the shop button, because this is truly one of those pieces that is not going to be here after Valentine's Day. So you will not be able to get this. But how wonderful to give the gift of diamonds, beautiful lab-grown diamonds that come with a cert that show exactly what the color and clarity is. F color, that is colorless, and VS, which is a very, very high color grade. You'll be able to get this and give this as a gift. Tonight, only $500, so do not wait on this. Now, I'm going to put this down and we are going to talk about that very last piece. This is something very special. If you're somebody who loves the idea of helping somebody else while getting something fabulous, this is your opportunity. And I think that if you click on this, you will be able to find out more information. These beautiful earrings, I'll tell you about these first. These beautiful earrings are 4 karat total weight. That means that this is one single 2 karat stone, one single 2 karat stone. So you have 4 carats total weight. Look at the sparkle here. Luke has just put up the link if you want to do this. What you can do, certainly you can buy these in the store. If you want to go into Carroll's Jewelers, you can buy these for approximately $2,500. These are done in 14 karat white gold. I want to show you the butterfly. It is a significant back, so you will not have to worry about them falling down on your ear. They are going to sit up beautifully. In the store, these retail for $2,499, so almost $2,500, 4 karat total weight. However, if you click that link, what that means is that you will be able to buy a raffle ticket. That raffle ticket for $25 will give you the opportunity to perhaps win these. So you, for $25, are helping somebody else and potentially getting yourself a pair of earrings. Now, if you're not familiar, these are being put up by Carroll's Jewelers for the Anne Stork Center. And since 1951, the Anne Stork Center has been home for people with all physical and mental capabilities. It's a place where they and their families find support, purpose, and uncompromising professional care. On Friday, February the 6th, they are having an event at the Hard Rock Casino, the Seminole Hard Rock Casino, and it is a celebrity chef event. So what they are doing is they are raffling off these earrings. $25 gives you the ability to buy a ticket and take a chance on getting yourself a pair of 4-carat diamond stud total weight, or helping somebody else in the meantime. And how wonderful to help people who have various forms of challenges, whether they're intellectual challenges or developmental challenges or emotional challenges. That's what you are doing here. Look at the sparkle that you're getting from these. As I said, 4-carat total weight. These are significant size, very professional looking. This is an Aspire 2-piece. In the store, $24.99, 4 carats total weight. If you do this evening, you could, as I said, if you want to shop for them, just hit the shop button and you'll be able to shop for them. However, if you want to take a chance, if you want to feel great about doing something for somebody else, how better than to invest $25 into a raffle ticket that gives you the ability to potentially win this and help somebody with capability challenges. So this is truly a beautiful piece. It is the last piece of the show. A great way to end a show just before Valentine's Day, with the ability to get something like this home for yourself, a 4-carat pair of earrings, of gorgeous lab-grown diamond earrings, and or help somebody else. So that concludes my show for this evening. I hope you had a wonderful show. I hope you learned a little bit. Thank you to everyone who was here this evening. I really do appreciate it. I am here every Thursday. Next week, we have a totally new show with all kinds of great pieces, all kinds of great values. So I hope that you'll join me then. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.